Hey guys, NZ14, and today I thought we'd finally start to go into some of my thoughts of part 2 of Season 1 of Dreams, starting off with episode 11, Dreamer's Block. We start out the episode of Mr. Oz seeing one of his students being clearly distressed and having a nightmare, and then he turns it into a joke at the kid's expense. We finally start getting more into that whole Insomniacs Club thing. All the kids in the school are having the exact same nightmares. Nova gathering information about it and being freaked out is portrayed as her being a conspiracy nut, when this is honestly a pretty reasonable reaction. If everybody at my school was having the same nightmare every night, I would also turn into a conspiracy nut. That's weird. Izzy's like, I told you all they were onto us, and it's true, she told him so. Oz is like,
Hey gang,
something's not right, I don't know what it is. Maybe it could be the students, obviously having nightmares in your classroom. The gang goes to the dream world where they're being blocked on their landing by a force field and can't go anywhere, which Izzy decides to test by ramming herself into it. So yep, they're stuck. So now half the school is gone and we're only mildly concerned, but the school notices the low attendance, so I guess they suddenly care now. The principal, that we haven't seen, assigns a sports coach the job of dream counseling because that's a job he's qualified for. Blames social media for the dreams, which is played off as an adult being dumb joke, but it could be a legitimate possibility, or I don't know. A gas leak, lead poisoning, radiation, drugs. Could actually be something wrong with that meatloaf that Nova mentioned before. But no, we're not gonna worry about that. Just dream counseling. Ignore the comatose children. Like, let's not forget that in previous episodes, this was shown to be, like, a very alarming thing, and now half the school is like this, and we're just doing dream counseling? The main squad realizes they'd have to explain their dreams to Coach Boomer, so they come up with the only logical conclusion: lying. Excessively? To the point that the dreams they come up with are worrisome, when they could have just come up with very simple things or said they didn't remember their dream and moved on? How does Mr. Oz have pictures of the dream realm? Despite not knowing what is causing the force field around the squad's landing, they plan to send Zoe in there by herself to somehow fix it. They bring up the idea of her bringing Zblob along, and Mateo flips out. I like how his crush going on a dangerous mission is okay, but Zblob is a no-go. OCs before Zoes. So Zoe takes Zblob, and Zblob almost instantly gets eaten by the worst griffin ever. I consider this griffin to now be public enemy number 1. Albert is there and says he is half of Oz, which starts a whole confusing concept in this part of the season, which will be talked about more in the next episode. What the heck is that? I despise everything that my eyes are processing right now. I hate this thing with a burning passion. It's called a Dreamy Screamy. I hate that too. One of the worst additions to this franchise. Meanwhile, because of the lies told in school, the gang now suffers the consequence of their actions, with their parents being called from the school with the new crazy dream interpretations. So, Logan is assumed to have a fear of heights and is going off to Queens. They assume Cooper wants to run away, so he's being blocked from leaving his room and is gonna have a full family intervention for a dream interpretation. Heck, Cooper's mom again, why is she getting worse every episode? And Matizzy? What the heck? And Mateo and Izzy are assumed to be neglected, which is kind of true, but anyway, their dad is like, we're gonna fix this, we're gonna watch a movie together. And by movie, he apparently meant season 8 of Ninjago? I think he just wanted to watch Ninjago anyway, if I'm honest. Look how invested he is. He is so hyped, in fact, that he is insisting they watch the whole Oni trilogy, which means he wants to watch 3 whole seasons in a sitting. Which, by the way, I did the math, means he wants to watch almost 9 hours of Ninjago before bed while his kids are struggling to stay awake. I think his solution to their nightmares was just not letting them sleep at all. They're gonna be missing school by the time it's over.
and then we're on to the next season.
No, that's another 5 hours. For those counting at home, that's about 14 hours.
Tons of quality family time.
I think this man is insane. So Mateo and Izzy launch a plan just to make their dad fall asleep by secretly ordering a bunch of food that would make him sleepy, like warm milk, chamomile tea, and very specifically Thanksgiving turkey. Which is a myth, by the way. Turkey doesn't make you sleepy automatically, and additionally, to have the effects of a Thanksgiving turkey, you'd have to order a whole Thanksgiving feast. So this turkey's magic or something. Their dad takes it and then slams the door in the guy's face. Hey, it's Night Hunter! Nightmare King is actually being pretty chill and tells her boy to go after Zoe, and for some reason Night Hunter doesn't want to. Interesting. The gang finally falls asleep, and Zoe finds her way to the gate, blocking the landing door. Night Hunter on a horse.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
He's attacking Zoe. Z-Blob also transforms into, like, a vine in the most unsettling way. I didn't know he could do that. Zoe can't break the wires of the gate, so Night Hunter accidentally helps. Which is interesting. Best character might have a redemption arc yet. Zoe and Z-Blob are able to get back. Albert got captured, though. Mateo doesn't care about any of this, he only cares about Z-Blob. I thought he liked Zoe, but Logan cares way more about her safety in this episode. Turns out the gate was sealed by the Night Bureau, which means Boss Baby is back. She introduces herself as a psychologist to the coach and asks him about the dreams. Concerning. The moral. If adults are worried about your health and safety, lie to them. Don't do that. This is a terrible message. All parents are bad and out of touch, apparently. Accept the random food delivered to your door. Grim spawn don't belong in trees. Trust the random woman into your school claiming to be a psychologist. All I really have to say about this episode is, yikes, why are all the adults in this world so incompetent? Or rather, why do they write all the adults in this world to be so incompetent? So anyway, that's all for now. Please give this video a like and comment your thoughts on this episode and subscribe for more LEGO-y content in the future. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.